my luck has just been insane lately finding sets I've been looking for. So just finished up the Philco Predicta Miss America, and I just found in Tennessee a Philco Predicta Tandem, which I've never come across one for sale. This one is in working condition. Apparently it had the picture tube rebuilt in 2000. I'm not sure what that means, if they use the original tube or if they had like the Telstar adapted one. I'm not sure. The cabinet looks great, and the asking price was pretty good, especially if it's working. And by working, I mean it gets a raster, but I think there's something wrong with the video detector, because the guy said he can get sound, or it was working for a while, and he can get sound but no video anymore. I've heard that the video signal can be lost through the cable, the 21-foot cable that it uses going to the picture tube. I hope that's not the case. I'm sure this will be a simple fix, but I'm excited to get there and check it out. He had a few more televisions he wants to show me, so we'll see how it looks when we get there. About a 2-hour drive. Well, I got it, and it's in great condition. It does turn on, and has sound. There's no picture coming through though. I didn't want to film in his house. He's very nice, and he had a pretty nice collection, but I didn't want to, show his privacy off. So I'm back on the road, and then we'll do a deep dive when we get home. I took a little peek inside from the side of the cabinet, and there are a bunch of new capacitors in there, so that's a great sign. Yeah, that's all I got to say. The umbilical cord looks great. It's definitely well taken care of. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So this little handle to move the picture tube. And then from the chassis, you get this big old connector. And this basically, you plug that into the chassis. 21-foot cord there, goes to the picture tube, and then you can place the picture tube across the room. Have the chassis next to you so you don't have to get up to change the channel or to turn down the volume. That was the basic idea of this model. So it turns on. It gets a nice raster on the screen, but no image. So, all right, so he gave me these, I guess, receipts from the past owner. So the guy I picked it up from, I believe this is what it was on the TV. So it has a 21-foot cord. I don't know if I said inch cord before. TV tube replaced when repaired in 2000. Apparently that was $850 to get a new tube. I haven't been inside, so I don't know what type of tube is in there. Let's see. All right, so this first receipt was for a Nelson Hester on April 30th, 1999. And it was for the tandem restoration with new tube, 1-year warranty. So the balance was $1,100. So, and then in 2000, tandem restored warranty on tube. Oh, so I'm not sure. So what, the restoration was $1,200? And then, what, another $850 for the tube? That seems very expensive. Wow. I mean, it looks just great. The cabinet is in excellent condition. There is a little crack in the base here, this wooden base. Actually, no, it is a crack. Very small. Little hairline crack. So the power knob is, I think it was the push for power one. Or not push for power, but the one where you pull it out. So this is actually stuck inward, and the only way to turn on the set is to just plug it in. The grill cloth, I don't believe is original, but it feels nice. And I believe there should be like an orange transparent thing right here, and that's not there anymore. So I'm wondering what the cabinet looked like before, I guess, getting it restored. I'm not sure if the restoration that it went through a cosmetic restoration. I mean, if it did, they did a great job. And the front plastic on this one looks great. It's not fading with the tenite plastic that my other Philco Predicta has. I'm not sure why some don't do that. I believe with the Philco Predicta tabletop models, the Princess Debutante, it used a different type of plastic, I believe, so it's not subject to that deterioration. Maybe the tandem was made after the pedestal, so these, maybe it's that new type of plastic that was used in the tabletop model. But yeah, it's interesting. This big connector here basically goes to the picture tube, and all the voltages you need are in here. And let's see if I can show you. I believe the connector right in the middle is the high voltage. Basically, it's the video, audio, all the voltages for the picture tube. A very cool design. I believe the chassis had to put out an even higher high voltage for the picture tube because it loses that voltage through all that distance getting to the picture tube. It loses some voltage. So you can see some of these sets that have a cut umbilical cord to shorten it. That's not a good idea because the electronics were made to accompany how long it would be traveling, so that can definitely affect the picture tube. All right, I guess next step is let's bring it into my room, take the back off, and see how much restoration has been done. So I got the picture tube up on the bench, and I can't see too much into it to see if there was a stamp of what tube this is, but the tube looked good when I was at the guy's house. He turned it on, image looked bright, there was just no video signal getting through. So it looks like we have a video amp tube here, 3CB6. I mean, possibly that could be bad. I'm gonna pull out the chassis and take a look inside because it was completely restored. So I'd like to see the work that they did back in 2000. I'm also gonna clean the pins on the connector here because that could be a problem with some of the signal coming through. So I'm gonna clean that and then look at the chassis. All right, here it is with the back off. Got the connector here. Pretty much all the tubes are back behind the high voltage cage, so I can't really see back there what's been done to the set. All right, then I'm just gonna, unscrew it and pull the chassis out and put it up on the bench and check it out. All right, here it is out of the set. So yeah, all the caps were replaced on the board. It still has the original K networks. There's a good amount of them here. So yeah, this board was taken out. You can see all the little tape marks when you had to put back these wires that go to the chassis. New fusible resistor here. All right, let's flip it over. So yeah, this has been completely restored, new electrolytics. I believe this is the line to ground cap here. I have a 0.1 safety cap I can put in there just to be sure. Looks like the thermistor is coming apart a little bit. I have a new thermistor I can use that will I can replace that, because these do tend to just flake away. So I think that's definitely an important thing I need to replace. So yeah, hooking up two of these in series is would be good for the fusible resistor. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have a 0.003 at 3000 that I'm gonna put in there to replace that one. And if that doesn't help the video signal, there was a pin on the back of the connector that seemed a little loose. Come on, focus. There's one of these pins down here that just felt a little loose. I cleaned some of the pins off, and the guy said that it just lost a video signal one day. You know, there wasn't any pop or anything like that. So it could be just a bad connection with the socket. I'm not sure. But I'll go ahead and replace these, and then we can pop it back in and get an image on the screen. Alright, so that's what it looks like with the thermistor replaced. And yeah, you can see, yeah, it's flaking away just in my hand. It's had a lot of heat gone to it. I believe this is the original thermistor that they would use. The one on my Predicta didn't even have anything on the disc anymore. It was just these two leads connecting. So, that ought to do it. Alright, I got it hooked up. Let's go ahead and plug it in, and it should just turn on. Yep, tubes are lighting up. Alright, let's see the image on this thing. You didn't get to see it at the house. Oh, image is getting through. So yeah, was it the plug then? Let's see. So we got rolling. Hang on. Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah, I guess the image isn't, that bright. But hey, I mean, it works. I don't have the speaker plugged up. Looks like the yoke maybe needs to be adjusted just a tad to the left. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say. It works. Looking good. Very nice. Maybe need some centering adjusting. I can do that on the back. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, that looks a bit better. So the screen's actually filling out quite nice. I mean, like, the brightness is looking pretty good. So yeah, I guess it just had a bad connection when he had it in. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I need to reconnect the speaker. They were being held on by like these, I forget what they're called, but it's just like, I guess, electrical ties. Actually, I don't think this is exactly what they were, but they were being held together by this, so I'm gonna twist those back together. Sweet. The yoke, I think, needs to be adjusted a tiny bit more. There, that looks about right. Alright, here we go. So I think I might need to adjust the buzz control actually on the chassis. But other than that, and possibly the height, because you can see it coming down a tiny bit there. But hell yeah, this looks good. I mean, it's definitely watchable. So yeah, you can sort of hear that buzzing from the buzz control. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be, oh look, Milo's watching. Oh, never mind.
What's going on in there, Joe? Huh?
Let's see. Okay, I had it on the distance instead of local, and that actually helped the image a little bit.
You okay?
Today, my friend. Not today, my friend. What's going on? I know what's going on. I know what's going on.
You've been taking your meds.
Dude, hell yeah. This is great. I mean, for the price I got it at, people have paid a lot more than what I
You
did
want me to call Dr. Health on you?
for a set like this, unrestored. I mean, my God, gorgeous. So I guess it's gonna be a quicker video than usual, not a big restoration. I guess more of a showcase of this already restored. And hopefully in the future I can restore one that's all original, but whoever did the work on this in 2000 did a good job, and the picture looks great. I have no complaints with this. So yeah, Philco Predicta Tandem. Very gorgeous. Super happy to have this in my collection now.